guys, today I'm going to be doing a review on the Pro Impact Speed Bag, so stay tuned. Hey, what's up guys, Carlo here, and today I'm going to be doing a review on this Pro Impact Speed Bag. I've had this part of my rotation now to kind of get a good idea of how this thing performs. It's a brand that's not as well known as others when it comes to boxing equipment, but nonetheless I've had quite a few requests to try out some of their gear, including this speed bag that you see here. Now I got mine in size medium, which is going to be a 7x10. It's kind of the standard size I usually go with when it comes to speed bags. Like I mentioned in other videos, whenever you get a speed bag, don't look at the actual sizing when it comes to letter sizing, like small, medium, large. Always go by the actual dimensions of the bag. So 7x10, meaning that it's 10 inches in height with a 7-inch diameter around the belly of the bag, which is a perfect size for those of you that are both beginner and experts at using the speed bag. Now, this particular model is the PU model. So this is the polyurethane. It's a synthetic leather. They do have a leather version as well that's a little bit more expensive. This one is $34. The leather one is $49, so $50. So you're basically paying $15 more for a leather version. I decided to go with the synthetic one just to see how this thing held up and see how well it actually performed. You can see it came in this red and black color scheme. You can also get it in a black, a white and black, as well as a black with the white welted seams, which is the genuine leather model. So on the bag, you see it has contrasting red and black. The PU on here feels a little bit cheaper. It doesn't feel like some of the other PU materials like I've seen in the Ringside Apex, or even some of the Title speed bags I've used in the past where they use a synthetic. This feels a little bit more tackier as far as the feel of it. And you can see the seams as well are not exposed. So they kind of roll the seams inwards, and you don't have like that piece of welting right there on the inside in between each seam. I do like how they utilize a cloth patch that says Pro Impact with their website, rather than plastic like you see on some of the Title and the Ringside bags. So it's softer on your hands. You do have the black laces right here, and also the medium size with this nylon loop right here. I wish this was made out of the same PU material, or if not leather, just because this is a critical stress point on a speed bag, especially when you're hitting it. It takes a lot of the stress at this point once you clip it onto the actual swivel. And then the bottom has the insertion point for the actual inflation right there. I believe the speed bag, seeing the tag on here, is actually made in India. So let's go ahead and inflate the bag. See how well it inflates. Go ahead and insert that into the insertion port right there. I'm gonna go ahead and pump this up and see how it looks before we actually put it onto the panel and start hitting it. Or a platform, should I say, not panel. Nice and firm. Almost there. A little bit more. That feels about right. So you can see there, bag looks pretty good. You can feel the bladder on the inside. For me, it looks a little off on sizing. Like, it doesn't look as symmetrical. Almost looks like this side kind of has a little bit of a slope to it. But it looks a little off to me. Maybe it's just the way I'm looking at it, but I feel like this side has a little bit more of kind of like a slope and curve, where this one's a little flatter. Maybe that's because of the laces, who knows. But let's go ahead and hook this up onto the platform and see how this thing actually performs. Goes in real easy. Go ahead and slide this up here. Put in the clip. And go ahead and hit this and see how well it performs. You can see that has the size is good for my panel, my platform. I keep saying panel, my platform. So there's no issues with the actual bag hitting the wall. Man, let's go. Feels pretty slow. Let me go ahead and fill it up a little bit more. Yeah. Make sure that it has the right amount of air in it. Need to be a little bit more solid. pretty solid right there. Yeah, so this is, you can see right there when I'm hitting, it has a flat spot right there. It doesn't want to bounce back properly. It almost like loses its steam, and it's completely inflated, but when it hits right here, it's just, yeah. A little bit of a flat spot. So it feels imbalanced for sure. I don't know, because there's like a flat spot right here. You can see it. It has kind of a bulge. And depending on how I'm hitting it, you know, it's not hitting the wall. It has free motion, and it just has this weird flat spot, and it doesn't feel fast to rebound. It feels pretty slow and kind of awkward. And as I try to turn to kind of get around it and move it around, it kind of loses its balance a little bit. And I think that has a lot to do with this nylon loop right here being a little bit larger, so it has a lot more slack. You can see how much slack it has on the actual U-clip. So the fact that you have that much slack on the U-clip and the bag being a little off balance is not a good thing when it comes to speed bags. I'm not a huge fan of this bag. Again, I would say maybe try out their leather version. I would say maybe hopefully the quality is better, but based on this one, I'm not too sure. I couldn't say because I haven't tried the leather one yet. But this one, definitely not as fast as the other bags I've used. Has a little bit of a bulge right here. It doesn't have the same kind of rebound feel that some of the other brands like Tidal and Ringside has. And it felt like it was a little bit off, especially as I tried to circle around the platform. So again, $34.99. I think personally you could do better at that price point. You could hop up like $10 more and get yourself just a better performing speed bag. But even at the $35 price point, I don't think this bag is worth it based on just how well it performs, which is not very good, and a little bit of the inconsistencies and opportunities like the bulge, that nylon strap being a little bit too big, and it just doesn't have that fast rebound you're looking for. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions or comments, make sure you guys leave them down below in the comments box. I'll put the link in the description box where you can find this Pro Impact speed bag. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.